Hi everyone, Darren the Ghost Guy is on duty. Today is episode 7 in my series Missing People. Today we will discuss the disappearance of Wallace Fard Muhammad, if that is his real name. Wallace was a mystery man. Nobody knew if that was his real name. No one knew where he was from, or the big question, where he vanished to. Wallace Fard Muhammad showed up one day in Detroit, Michigan, back in 1930. Fard told everyone he was a traveling salesman of exotic silk products, and many of his items were much too expensive for his potential clients. You see, the people Fard sought as clients were inner city, downtrodden, poor people. Fard said to his clients, many of them were oppressed African Americans. And Fard told stories of faraway lands where people like them lived like kings and queens, all in racial harmony with each other. In the 1930s, in Detroit was a place of racial unrest. And Fard's tales of exotic worlds beyond Detroit was music to the ears of his now fans. His newfound fame would often lead to invites to people's homes so he could eat and tell stories of exotic Africa. Fard explained to his now followers that they had all been lied to. His stance and teachings said that Africa was the master race and Earth was for them, and that Europeans were a subspecies that was created by a mad African scientist named Yakub, Y-A-K-U-B, 6,000 years ago. Some Europeans escaped from Yakub's lab, and those escapees started the European race. Back in the 1930s, eugenics was all the topic of the time. That's all everybody talked about. His followers listened to every word as he spoke about the white devil. And it was that bad strain of Europeans that was responsible for all their hard times. Well, as with many religions, cults sometimes start their own thing, and that's exactly what happened. You see, one of his temples started carrying out elaborate rituals that may have included human sacrifice. I couldn't find out either way on that one. Fard was being followed around the clock by cops, and wherever he went in public, he was quickly asked to move on. So somebody's eyeing him. Fard was not stupid, and he was quick to realize he was in no position to lead the movement. So Fard appointed Elijah Robert Pooley, a.k.a. Elijah Muhammad. At this time, Fard was showing up to meetings less and less, until one day he didn't show. And that was the last time he was seen by anybody, except one person. The exact date is unknown, but it is said he left sometime in 1934 and was last seen by his successor. As Fard's protege, Elijah Muhammad begged Fard not to leave. Instead, Fard gave Elijah a list of books to read. Fard ordered Elijah to carry out his personal mission, and that mission was to carry on the teachings of the Nation of Islam. The official position of the Nation of Islam is that Fard was more than a normal person. He was from a higher level of existence, a prophet. The Nation of Islam's current leader is Louis Farrakhan, and being a UFO believer, said he believes Fard to be on a spaceship flying around the cosmos, and I hope he is. The FBI has a very different opinion of Fard's disappearance. As the leaked FBI memo stated that a member of the nation committed a murder, and basically the FBI said to Fard, leave town or there would be serious consequences. Well, The FBI kept a secret file regarding Fard, but it was not until 1958 when, because of the nation's activities, it brought the spotlight back onto the nation. As a result, the FBI again dug into Fard's past, and what they found was that there were striking similarities between Fard and another man named Wally D. Ford. Ford and Fard have a lot in common. You see, Ford was arrested in California back in 1918. The charges were assault with a deadly weapon. He was arrested again in 1926 for violation of California's Poison Act. His conviction for violation of the Poison Act carried a sentence of 1 to 6 years in prison. What this all means is that Ford must have done 4 years in prison, and it has been thought that he moved to Detroit right after his release and started the Nation of Islam. Eventually, the FBI compared Fard's and Ford's fingerprints, and they matched. The FBI closed investigation into Fard on April 15, 1958. After all this, still nobody knows what happened to Fard. This has been Darren the Ghost Guy. Come on, pay me a visit on YouTube. I'll be working on my next story for a few days. Not to spoil, but it involves a Bigfoot killing someone back in 1918, I think. Thank you for watching. I love you all. May peace be with you.